Cats. It's been suggested that spending time with a feline companion can lower one's blood pressure and perhaps even reduce the risk of a stroke. And yet I find myself slightly perplexed. The idea of taking a domestic animal, an animal known for its independence and solitude once it's set in its own way, and placing it inside a venue designed for the consumption of hot beverages, it's a concept that feels both strangely modern and deeply unusual. I'd only ever heard about these places being in other countries, so you can imagine I was excited when I discovered that there was a cat cafe not too far from me, in White City, and I just had to see it for myself. Today I'm at Westfield Shopping Centre heading to a place called Java Whiskers to see if the promise of a double espresso and a lukewarm encounter with a rescue cat is really the tonic for the stresses of 21st century living.
I just noticed there's another cat up there. Oh, it's the ginger guy. This is really interesting. I've always wanted to come to a cat cafe. You always see these things in like China or Japan or something, but to find one in London that's not too far from where I am. There's another guy up there. It's just really nice. It's interesting. They have good coffee, good cakes here, and then you can just hang out with cats.
Something that made the whole experience more pleasant was that I'd come on a Monday morning, which meant that I had the whole area of the cafe to myself.
And all of these are up for adoption, are they? Oh, lovely.
All rescue cats, and we're basically working as a foster home for them.
Yeah.
Socialize, because a lot of them are like street cats as well. So they just need a bit of like loving and getting more used to people.
And indeed, as the barista had just informed me, you can adopt any of the cats. There's even a catalogue that has all of their particulars.
So we've actually got a bag of toys here. Let's see what we've got, see if we can play with some of these cats. So let's try one of these typical wand things, see if anyone comes down and takes to it. Any takers? Here we go, here's one. Hey kitty. No, he's not interested actually. This guy, he's on it. Hello, mate. This guy's just watching it. Oh, we've got a bit of a crowd here now.
After being in the middle of what looked like a standoff, I remembered that this was a cafe, so I thought I'd better try some of the menu.
So I've just sat down. I actually did order a coffee and a brownie, which looks pretty good. And then I'm bombarded by this friendly cat. He's following me around everywhere. And now he's gonna chill out by my bag. Isn't that nice? You're very friendly. I'm very tempted to take you home, but I think that's a discussion I'll have to have with everyone at home first. So the concept is you walk in, you give your time and your booking, and then you can order food there. They've got a selection of cakes and pastries and stuff. But I ordered a chocolate salted caramel brownie, which looks pretty good. And I also got a flat white in a cup without a handle. Right, we are gonna try this brownie. Let's give this a go. It's a bit tough. Oh, there we go. Now let's give this a whirl. Tastes very good though. It should have given me a knife. It's a bit, like I said, it's a bit tough, but it's very good. Very tasty, as you'd expect from a brownie. So as I've just put some sugar into my coffee, you do have to be careful. There's going to be some cat hair flying around. I think I probably just got one that's landed in. So, you know, it comes with the territory, I guess. I'm in their kingdom, so to speak. Let's sample the coffee. That's a good flat white. It's very smooth, very nice. So in terms of the food, from what I've got, I think it's good. And then you throw cats into the mix, and if you're a cat fan, I guess you wouldn't be here if you weren't a cat fan. It's a win-win situation.
Looking around, there was a distinct sense of hierarchy at play. The more seasoned residents seemed to have opted for a life of stationary contemplation, while a smaller group engaged in the bursts of play. I had to remind myself that I was a guest in their kingdom. And in this kingdom, lounging isn't merely a hobby, it's a physiological necessity. It's hardwired into their DNA, a way to regulate their thermal levels and preserve that apex predator energy for a hunt that, in this specific environment, would likely never come.
So just a word of warning, do not wear expensive or fancy socks here because you do have to take your shoes off and my socks are filthy.
My time slot was up, and after realizing my socks had taken a beating, I decided it was time to leave.
Right, so I've just come out of the cat cafe and I have to say it was a really interesting experience. I've never been to a cat cafe before, so I was a bit unsure about what to experience, whether the cats would be friendly or a bit volatile. But in all honesty, they were all friendly, apart from one. I think maybe I just interfered with their space a bit too much. But as soon as I walked in, the cats were following me around. One of them was clawing at my socks, so like I said, don't wear anything expensive in terms of socks because they will get dirty and cats may scratch them up. So the place was a little awkward to find. I got off at Shepherd's Bush Station. I think getting off at Wood Lane would be better, that's closer. I actually walked all the way around the whole Westfield complex on the street and I eventually found the place. But other than that, it's also by the bus station, which is right next to me. So it can be a little pricey. I came on a Monday morning. It did cost me as an adult £16.99 just to get in. And then the coffee and the brownie was on top of that. And that was about £4 or so. I think at the weekend, obviously, the prices are a little bit higher, but not too much, I think. If you're going to come with kids, it's probably going to get a bit pricey, and they do have a policy where children under 6-year-old aren't permitted. And I think any children under 10 or 15 or so have to also be accompanied by an adult. I think it's just because kids' natural nature is to be a little bit rowdy and loud, and they just want to keep it calm so the cats aren't disturbed too much. Whilst I wouldn't make a habit of it, I would come here again. The cats were very friendly. If you just want a bit of time to chill out and you've got a bit of extra cash, why not come down? Overall, I think it was a good experience. It was a positive one and I feel happy about it. Hopefully this video has been clunked together nicely. It was a little hard to film the cats in all their glory just because they are roaming around all the time. It's just hard to get any good shots of them really. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video and if perhaps it's encouraged you to come down here, do feel free to give it a like and subscribe. And thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.